What is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Fish. I just want to talk a little bit about spot burning. It seems like it's come up a lot recently on social media. I guess it's a problem with some people, and they've gone so far as to blur their backgrounds and stuff like that so people don't see exactly where they're fishing. I get it. Trust me, I've had a lot of experiences recently where I'm on the water and you know, guys will come over and drift right into the spot where I'm fishing. You know, other fishermen have told me this too. They'll be in a spot and other guys will just come right in within 20 yards of them, 20 feet, whatever, and just keep fishing. Or they'll come in, fish for a minute, and then just speed out of there, you know, kind of ruining where you're at. That just happened to me in one of my videos. And it's, you know, that's just about being rude, disrespectful, and not having fishing etiquette. It's important. You know, I don't care if you're fishing a tournament, pre-fishing, or what. You know, you give people space. Always, you give them space. You just be respectful. So, and we've had run-ins before on the lake where, you know, someone thought we were being disrespectful. You know, we were about 30 yards from them in a kind of a tight cove, but a big enough area where the striper were boiling, and we were trying to go. It looked like they were going one way, so we were trying to go around them. They thought differently. They thought we were horning in on them. They started yelling and screaming and cussing, which is never called for. I mean, it's fishing, guys. It's not the end of the world. It's not that big of a deal, you know. So be respectful and have etiquette, but also understand that it's a public lake and we're all there just to fish, you know. And I've also seen people say, "Hey, do you mind if we fish this spot?" And it's like, hey, no problem. If I'm targeting like a boil, especially like a bass boil, I've had guys come in and they start throwing to it, and I'm all fine with that. If you're like, hey, you mind if I throw to this, you know, to the same bass boiling? Go right ahead. I don't care. I mean, it's, you know, look, it's hard to find those bass boils. It's just be respectful and be, you know, courteous about it. You know, we're all there for the same reason. We all have the love of fishing. We all love to catch fish. So I always try to remember that instead of getting bent out of shape. It's just be respectful and be courteous. As far as the spot burning goes, in California, I mean, I don't even know if that exists. I mean, I know there's some spots where there may be some big fish, but these lakes, the conditions change so much as far as like, you know, how much water's in there and all that stuff that, you know, those fish are not going to be there, you know, the next time someone goes there. So anyway, I don't believe in it. I try to be transparent. I want to, you know, give you information. Now, if someone tells me of a spot to fish that's specific, you know, if one of my peeps on Keitech is like, oh, you got to hit this spot, the striper there or the bass are there or whatever, you know, then I may not, you know, I mean, it's not like I'm going to blur the background, but I may not be too, you know, forthcoming with where I'm at if someone gave me a spot. But it's, again, these lakes are highly pressured. There's people all over them, you know, so it's not like you can really hide where the fish are or where a certain spot is. Again, that's just the lakes that I fish. I'm sure it's different up in the Delta, you know, whatever, but what I disagree with is the overall sentiment. You know, like, I spent the time trying to find the spot. I spent the time trying to, I. Great, you know, we're all gonna be dead one day, so do you really want to hold that information close to the chest? You know, and I've also heard that idea of, like, you know, turning a catchable fish into an uncatchable fish because of the pressure or someone throwing the wrong thing. Oh well, you know, figure out how to catch the fish. This is part of the challenge. You know, blaming other people for your deficiencies is a little ridiculous. You know, I mean, take the Keitech Lagoon. It is highly pressured. It is packed full of fishermen, packed full of kayakers, packed full of float tubers, and there's still good fish being caught out of there. You know, you just got to know what you're doing and spend the time. You know, there's no way to really hide those spots. And of course, you know, be courteous. Don't get in Butch Brown's way. So, you know, that goes for all these lakes. I have yet to find some secret spot that I didn't want to give up. You know, it's just not that important to me. You know, my idea is to share the information, share the locations, the tips, exactly what I'm using, the techniques, and so you guys catch more fish. You know, that is the idea. When I started this channel in like, I don't know, when I first started fishing, I guess I should say, in Keitech, you know, the idea was I wanted to figure out how to catch these fish because that is a you know, very tough lake and highly pressured, clear water, deep, cold water, as I've said a million times. So, you know, that's why I started the channel, was to show you guys how to do this. So, you know, spot burning, doesn't really exist in my book. Let me know your thoughts on this. Put it in the comments. If you like this content, I got so many fishing videos. Guys, go check them out. I've got all kinds of good bass fishing videos, Florida fishing videos. I'm going there in a couple weeks here, I think, to catch some good fish down there, snook, redfish, trout. If you like that stuff, stay tuned. My dad just got a boat. I am super excited to be fishing from a boat down there. So keep watching, subscribe, hit the notifications. If you like the gear that I use in my videos, or you just need some new terminal tackle, check out the links below and order it through those links, because it does help me out. It's pennies on the dollar, but it does help. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.